I'm just buying these at this point just so I can use up the money and also have... That's the point. That's why I like it. But it's also driving my curiosity because according to like story stuff, at least based on what I've looked online, Shangri-La is an actual like genuine lore, like story type thing for this area's like what the game's portraying type of culture. Like it's an actual like folk tale essentially, which I think is cool. Nothing more unlocked in this spot. Yeah, no, Shangri-La, the curiosities of what that world even is, everything about it, why did it get infected, just the history of the world, like what was it, what used to be Shangri-La before all the carnage, all the chaos that we see. It's like, that's what's driving my curiosity. It's just one of those things of wanting to know what that world is like, but I already know for a fact this game does not give you everything of that world. Which just makes me crave more. Like heck, if they, even today, if they did actually release a Shangri-La DLC edition, like more Shangri-La quests, I would buy it. I would definitely be buying that thing. Because I want more Shangri-La quests. Even if people don't really play Far Cry 4 that often anymore, I would definitely buy it. I'm gonna be honest, Shangri-La was the focal point of me buying this game. I did not want to park at the fucking post. That eagle, whatever.
Amita.
Ajay, Longinus said this was from you. Thank you.
Thanks, brother. He also said the opium at the old tea factory was ready to ship. We need to wipe that poison out.
Wipe it out? Are you joking? We need to secure that shipment and those fields.
Amita, we talked about this. Turning Kirat into a drug state is not the answer.
Sabal, we have no natural resources. What happens when we're free? The mines have been stripped, the fields have been ruined for years. So we liberate our people, then what?
It's not our way. It never was. You do this, you're no better than pagan. It's morally bankrupt.
Better than being literally bankrupt.
Oh, I hate this. Because the thing is, I understand where both of them are coming from. But the thing is, you need to plan not just for the current day, but you need to plan for the future. I understand Amita's point of view because if the fields are fucked up, if the mines have already been stripped, what is there to sell? Like, sure, there's weaponry and stuff, but there's only so much of that. there's only so many resources you can sell in bulk to be able to keep everyone alive and fed, and sometimes you just need to go like, I understand her point of view. I understand his because it's I understand the morality of it, because he doesn't want to. Well, the thing is, he doesn't like the thought of selling drugs because it's not morally correct. I get that. But I also understand her point of view, because after everyone's free, what is there to sell? There is nothing. They don't have fields, so they can't sell crops in bulk. The mines are stripped, so they can't sell ores and metals in bulk. Until they can repair those fields, they need a fallback. The people need a fallback. Because at the end of the day, you have to make ends meet. She is planning for a huge amount of people, like an entire population. This entire map's worth of population, pretty much. She is planning for the far future and trying to make sure that at the end of the day, everyone at the very least has shelter, clothes on their back, and food on their plate. Regardless of whether it's morally correct or not, she's just trying to do good by the people. While I understand him saying it's not exactly morally correct, I can't go with him. Because, again, at the end of the day, she's just trying to make sure there is food on her people's plates, clothes on their back, and a roof over their head. If they don't make ends meet, how are they going to keep surviving? That's kind of the way I see it. It's just one of those things where it's like, when push comes to shove, you kind of have to do what you can. May not be morally correct, but if it's the only way to keep your people alive, at least until you can fix what's been damaged. Like, for example, fixing the fields. That'll take a lot of work. So you need something to fall back on. I'm sorry, Sabal, but I'm gonna have to go with Amita again. Because as much as I understand your morally thought out process, I understand it. I also understand and appreciate her wanting to put her people first. Because if you think about it, both of these people have grown up in the same culture. She is pushing aside her morals to try and keep her people fed. He is being stubborn and refusing. He's not thinking about the future, he's thinking about the now. While I appreciate that type of mindset in war, on the field, I don't appreciate it when it comes to the lives of people where you need to, provide food, housing, and clothes for them. That's kind of what this boils down to. Is who's technically the better leader? And I think Amita's more for the people. Because she's at least trying to make a fallback. To have something to fall back onto. For her people. May not be morally correct. But it's trying to... It's trying to keep them fed.
I think you're right about this.
I know this isn't the way things should be, but Kirat can't survive if Sabal keeps clinging to the past. Get to the old tea factory. Secure those fields.
Oh yeah, no, Far Cry 4 makes you think. You have options, and these options have consequences. I have been on Amita's side from the very start. The ball makes it hard to like him, especially with the prior stuff. Like for example, earlier when we first got started on these missions, there's this girl who Sabal had, well, the people in general see as this living goddess. I think they're a 13-year-old, 12-year-old, something. I like 10 to 13 range. But anyway, basically, there was a house on fire. We saved said girl. Sabal immediately wanted her to go see it to the people, so the people would feel safe. Amita was like, no, she's a kid. I will take care of her first. Okay. Oh, goody. Commercial stuff. Look. I'm just watching the commercial stuff on my friggin' alt account. Why is it always our stuff? Man, I was chattering so much that I needed to drink water. What was the last thing you heard? Oh, yeah, the child. She was like, the girl was about like 10 to 13 range. She was considered a living goddess, essentially. We rescued her from a house filled with fire. And Sabal's first thing that he wanted to do, literally, right after she woke up, after getting her out of the house that was like, filled with smoke and fire and everything, was parade her around to the people so they would feel better. Because, quote unquote living goddess nonsense. Amita did not want that. She's like, I'm taking this girl home so she can calm down and recover. Because she's a kid. She's a kid. Like, Jamal, what the heck? Like, that already was off-putting. Like, Sabal, what, why? You're trying to put a parade a 13-year-old to a bunch of adults. Just because she's got the title living goddess? Like, I understand if she were, like, genuinely a living goddess, but treat her with more respect. She's still a kid. living goddess or not, she is still a child. And it's because of that mindset and knowing that he just does that I cannot side with him. That and counting every other time that he has been upset. The prior mission, involved me either getting intel or saving some people. I went and got the intel. Because I got the intel, we saved thousands upon thousands of people. Not dozens, sorry. Several dozen people we saved. He was mad at me because I didn't save his soldiers. We saved dozens of innocent people's lives who could not fight for themselves. We also saved a sacred ground and kept them from claiming that area. We prevented them from claiming a location that was very good. Like, do we want to save a few soldiers, or do we want to prevent the enemy from claiming more ground than they already have? Like, Sabal, this is war here. We need supplies to fund things. We need supplies to keep the people fed. We need ground. We need to keep ground. I understand all of your morals. It's because he looked up to our dad, but he idolized our dad. There's a difference. We look up to our dad because our people, the Golden Path, was founded by our father. But Sabal idolizes him, whereas Amida looks up to him, but tries to do what she thinks would be best for the people. Not trying to idolize what our father did, just trying to figure out what he would have done for the people. Specifically, for the people. Keep that in mind. She is trying to figure out things for the people. Sabal is simply just trying to figure out how the Golden Path would be run. Not really. He's trying to lead the Golden Path in the exact way his idolized version of our father would have been in his eyes. And in all honesty, I think Sabal might have technically been also helped by our father. Like, he might have, if I remember correctly, I think he also was like there helping our dad with a lot of stuff. Here we go. Yeah, no, he's dead. He got murdered in the house, in his own house. He literally got murdered in his own home, which was sad. Yeah, no, our mom is dead because she passed away somewhat recently. I say somewhat, but it's the dad died. Don't know exactly when. We were taken out of the country by our mother when we were, I think, 3 years old. I think that's what the info is. When we were 3 years old, we were taken out of the country by our mother because our mother escaped with us to the States, essentially. And she wanted to be buried by her sister, so that's the only reason why we were back. Like, she wanted her ashes brought to a specific spot, essentially. But see, like, all of this used to be farmland. All of this, like, plateauing used to be farmland. Carefully. I'm landing carefully. Yeah, all of this, like, I think used to be farmland or something, because look at the way these walls are built. These are, like, built up. Look at how messed up this all is. Like, this would take a while to, like, get all of this even able to be farming and plantable. Like, I can see why she wants to... Now what I was trying to do on my bow.
I reached the tea factory.
Great, Ajay. Those drug fields are Kirat's future. We need them, and I need your help to secure them. Clear out the army, and make sure nothing happens to the puppies. And be careful. I still need your help in this fight.
Toad have a good vantage point, but I'm scared to go up on the roof. Not. This is why I'm nervous to be on this roof, because that guy could see me from afar if I'm not careful. There's people in the building under me, I know that much. That's the alarm. I think that's the only...
So sick of getting that smart-ass DJ on here.
I don't think I got rid of the alarm. I did not realize there was something that could... Crap. I don't think I got rid of the alarm and someone almost saw me. Who the fuck? Probably that guy. Nope, fuck you. There's not that many people, but I'm worried about that alarm. Because I don't think I destroyed it with that shot. That's not good. I'm trying to see how many people there are. Is there only 3? Is it just these 3 and the dogs? If it's just these 3 and the dogs, I think I can deal with it. Ooh, that was some lag.
What the? Hardcore! You're a failure! He can't stay there forever!
Got the dog. Got you. Okay, since that didn't alert anybody further, I think we're good to move forward. I need to kill that alarm if it's not already dead. That alarm functioning is not gonna be a good thing. Because I need to prevent backup from getting here. Oh, there's 2 alarms. Shit. I think this one I managed to get. Yeah, okay, so I got this one, but there's a secondary one. I can see it on the mini-map. The other guy is right there next to it, and that's not ideal.
I'll destroy them. Hey, keep them away from the factory.
I need that alarm. You're right next to it, dude, and I'm not happy about that.
God. Moving out. Go, go, go.
Got it!
He's up there. Come on, come on. Don't let them see you bleed. Pull back.
How the frick did you die?
Amita, it's done.
Excellent, Ajay. Excellent. Thank you. But I know Paul. He won't back off from the drug fields. I am sending men to help, so hold on until they get there. We're heading your way now.
Amita sent us to help you. We have army incoming. Get ready. Bring it, I'm ready.
Hey, army's coming in from the south.
Elf. It would definitely help if you would give me access to my compass. That's not. Got it.
The army's burning the fields.
Use the sprinklers to stop the fires.
Yes, 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 I know.
Soldiers to the east.
Cover me! Heading up! Okay!
Oh, you're bugged and stuck. Oh, okay. Yes, realize that.
Deeper together, men! Hold that dirty!
There's...
Get the water off! Stand your ground! Up there! Watch me as I go! Understood!
I don't think I got to this field fast enough, so they fucked it over. I failed with one field.
You just handed Amita a license to spit on our heritage. Kirat isn't just about people. It's the earth and the rocks. When you poison our lands, you poison everything your father fought for.
I'm ready for whatever happens.
Yeah, I got all the alarms. Yeah. I got all the alarms and then they noticed me. Like, the thing is, the second alarm, I just had to gun it because I was struggling.
Namaste.
No, not after you complete it. Oh, Amita's way down here. Okay.
A group of smugglers used to hide out around here, but they're all dead now.
Alright. Hi, buddy. You're coming with me.
To any golden path in the area, the Royal Army is trying to retake this outpost. We need
I
immediate assistance.
just left! Fine, I'm bringing in my elephants. Come here. She's the leg. Yay!
Charging elephant!
That feels good. Uh, just left, and I needed to do a reclaim of the base because it was getting attacked. It is fun just charging into people while on the roads. That also got rid of my marker, though. Being on elephants is my favorite thing. I use the copter when I just don't want to deal with stuff. But whenever I just want to chill, elephant riding. That and a lot of the wild animals don't really like to mess with me. Because elephants are one of those creatures you just do not mess with. Like that tiger right there should have targeted me. But I'm on an elephant. And I could just do that to kill enemies. Oh. Okay. I can kill an entire car full of enemies in one singular hit. I also keep the bow out so I don't accidentally put bullets into the poor guy's head. Alright, buddy. Thank you.
Ajay, I can't tell you what saving those fields means to the future of Kirat. Supplies, weapons, ammunition, vehicles, everything the Golden Path needs to take the fight to Pagan Min. I wasn't sure about you. That first time in Banapur, all I saw was Sabal and his puppet, but you are not a puppet, are you? Now I can see what you're capable of. What a difference you've made! You didn't seek it out before the war. I was 6 years old when my parents told me that I had to marry. That's the world Sabal is pining for. He's trying to take us back to the Dark Ages. You and I, we make a good team. Now, I could use your help to protect the statues of Kira. Paul is trying to destroy them as part of his campaign to turn the people against the Golden Path.
I'm in.
Ajay, it means a lot that you've supported me.
That right there is another key factor into why I support Amita. Because she just mentioned that Sabal is someone who does not care about women being just casually married into families. Yet she wants to advocate for a free country. So essentially where women don't have to just be married at 6 years old. That is yet another reason why I support Amita. Because she is supporting her people's future and their generations from beyond that, even. Oh, I can just use my elephant to get there. Hi, buddy. Tiger? Tiger? Come here, buddy. And that's why they hate messing with elephants.
Ah.
What is the frame rate suddenly doing? What was with the sudden drop in frames? I'm glad I'm recording this. The recording won't have dropped frames, luckily. So if there are any dropped frames at any point, it should be fine. At least, if there's a spot with like a lot of dropped frames, you can actually watch the recordings on YouTube. No. I only have the and only the necessary ones. That's not the best connection.